Morning, everybody. You probably hear Simba down there. Simba. Another one of the Rancho cats here. I thought it might be nice today to do a Rancho update because, well, I'm recording this on Saturday morning and Friday was a big work day here to get ready. So spring is not so traumatic. It usually is because, well, I'm far behind on things that need to be done. One thing is cleaning up this kitchen stadium and everything, but today, let's reward direction, not perfection. Let's go. I know I still have to pull the carcasses of the tomato plants here, but let's head out front and see. There's Rosie. Always hungry. Always an appetite, right? Let's go out here and take a look. This gate's really hard to work right now. But I managed to trim all of these hydrangeas here. And the nice thing about hydrangeas is they grow in the shade. There's the new AT&T fiber box. I'm really happy with my changeover. I cut my cable bill in half. Went to AT&T and I upped my speed like by a factor of 10. So it was pretty amazing. These geraniums, geraniums here always winter over really well. And they're white and red, which goes good with the paint scheme of the house. They'll need a little bit of cleaning up for spring. Cut them back so they're not so leggy, but they really look nice. I haven't done anything here. I got this weirdo brown spot. It's really annoying. I think that's because a tree used to be there and the soil may be a little too acidic down there. So I'm going to actually get a shovel and I'm going to work this soil and dig it a bit and put some fresh soil on top of it and hope that does the job to make it nicer, because everything else comes along really good. Here's another spot where a tree was too. The trees of shame when I first moved here. These ugly trees, one of which was dead. So pretty crazy. I hear the fire services. I tell you, and people have been on this channel for 12 years, I'll tell you, I can never have a live stream without having some type of siren going off in the background. I'll tell you something that's really irritating here these days. Really irritating is that people now park. They're so afraid of being hit here. I don't blame them, but they now park way up on the curb, and it makes it really difficult to see up the street when you're trying to pull out. You can imagine here on a busy day and you're looking right and left, you got people walking all over the place, and then you're trying to just sort of nudge out here till you can finally see if anything is coming down. That kind of sucks. Somebody already smashed their new truck over here. I don't know if somebody ran into it or not. I don't know. Let's get the mail in today. Waiting for the weeping flowering cherry tree, which I so love because when it gets its flowers on it, it looks like a firework going off with all the droopy branches, and it really does look very nice. So I'm glad this took very well. I lost 2 of these before, probably because of inadequate amount of irrigation on it in summer, because it gets terrifically dry. I have to spray these weeds in here, but look at, I got these. This was a big thing yesterday. I got these bottle brush under control, at least on this side of the fence here. And I'm trying to sort of get them to all of a uniform height so it looks pretty good. I think it looks all right now. I'll probably remove these these, whatever these are, I can't remember what they're called, because they just, always running into them with the car. I'll just leave this bunch right here, but otherwise I'm going to get rid of these down here. They just don't grow properly. Over here, man, this is like the bush you love to hate. It's like a pyracantha bush, and this thing has the most wicked needles on this thing, right? I think you can see some of them right there, man. And when wow, just cutting this thing is an exercise in pain. So let's go to the back. The front is in pretty good shape going forward. I'd like to get this cleaned up and put some fertilizer down over here. Get this in good shape. I'll lock this because I'm not sure. That's okay now. Right, I still have to paint that, I know. Isn't that crazy? Right. Yeah, it all needs paint. I don't know, it must have been, I don't know what it was. The wood was primed and everything, but I don't know what caused it, but this has to be dealt with. So back here, I managed to cut the lawn. What are you doing, Simba? Huh? What are you doing? All you do is eat all day. So I might top these a little bit. The height is pretty good on them, as long as I keep them back from. So when I come through the back, when opening the big fences, and I kept this open for about 4 months, and then we had a thief come in and try to steal Spanky, my bike. So I ended up having to close this again. Right. If it's not one thing, it's another. But yeah, I ended up cutting this yesterday. I think it looks pretty good. It's drying out. We had a lot of rain here, and I am still harvesting really nice, tasty oranges on here. This is beautiful. All the trees are still being harvested now. And Robertson Navel, which is great. The Palestine orange, which is it's a little more oblong than your typical orange. It's the market orange of the Middle East. Over there, and kind of nice. Here's the lemon tree. You can see how big. Look at how big those Valencia. Wow, look at how big those fruits are. And once again, every time I do one of these updates, I'll tell you this again. If you're going to get one orange tree, make it a Valencia, because it will carry its fruit year round, and it's great for squeezing. It is amazing. I'm not sure. I cut down the Seville orange, useless. Got rid of that. I don't know what happened to these cactus. These are doing great because they're going to get more sun, and I've always liked these cactus. Look at the way this thing's growing across the ground here. You really can't get rid of these things. They are survivors. Here's our cherry tree. And this is the Stella cherry here. And these have been sprayed. This is the peach tree. We've got one little peach blossom. I really cut this back for shape last year, so we're really not going to get any peaches per se, which is fine. I still have tons of them canned. This is one of the plum trees, the elephant heart plum, looking good. Just about ready to bud out. This is the Bing cherry tree here. And yeah, I need to do some work on this fence when I get back here. I have to go down to the lumber yard. I don't know, the elements really take a toll here. Here's the pear tree. And I love those very delicate little pear blossoms there. They don't smell at all, but they sure look cool. And over here, I know that sun's at a bad angle for recording right now, so I'll stand over here. This is the Trevita orange, which is very, very tasty orange. And next to it we have the Washington Navel, which is really the industry standard navel orange. So Lots of good eating. Lots of good eating on there. And remember last year, early planted the almond tree. And look at how nice that's doing. The bees will be buzzing soon. Isn't that pretty? I love that. Beautiful. We actually got one almond last year, which was pretty cool. Right. Wasn't going to be a huge mega party, but it was nice to have that one almond. I've got to come when I get back. I've got to get rid of the lower growth here and control. You can see some of the branches are coming out the side here, so I've got to get that under control. I have to find the saw. I don't know where in the hell it went, but that's going to be a pretty big job up there. Get this tree of doom under control. I never in my life saw a tree that grows so fast as this crazy thing. But hopefully it won't be as crazy as in the future. All right, in the back, the apple tree is still going strong back there. Man, that thing's got to be like 60 years old if it's a day. So yeah. Well, there it is. What would you do with this back here? Put it into production? And that back fence I think what I'm gonna do is get some 4x4s and sink them with some concrete, and then actually affix what's left with that fence in position over there, and just replace the odd slat or whatever. I don't know. It's not. That's about 150 feet across there. So that'll cost a few bucks. Blackbirdie's gotten a lot of this wire out of here. These are all glasses and cans for recycle. Yeah. Continuing to move that wire along. So that is the update. I'm looking forward to getting some tomatoes in again, working the soil. But the main thing today, if you're not subscribed to, I know, I'm good, man. I cut myself off on the video. But if you're not subscribed, subscribe and hit that bell for all notification. Another summer here looming on the Rancho. Want you to be a part of it. Vintage audio, metal detecting, outdoor cooking here in Kitchen Stadium. We got a brand new sign courtesy of a wonderful friend of mine, Cindy. We'll be putting that up when I get back. But have yourselves a great day, and thanks for watching the update.